We are here in Las Vegas for WrestleMania weekend. Stacked card, and even bigger stacked lineup for us here on First Take this morning. The star will be out for this event and out for our first show for the next 2 or so hours. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Allegiant Stadium. Of course, WrestleMania weekend here in Vegas. Shade Cornett. Kendrick Perkins made the short trip. Stephen A. Smith. Hi, guys.
I'm good. How y'all doing? Good. What's up? Good morning. Good morning.
What up, S.A.?
I am shocked that Big Perk was in Vegas. I'm shocked. Pleasantly surprised.
In Vegas and up early. Look at you now. We'll get to wrestling in a little bit. In the meantime, we're going to go to the NBA because we've got some playing games to get to tonight. And here, let's get right to it. The Warriors will take on the Suns for the 8th seed in the West. The Warriors were able to take down the Clippers after trailing by as many as 13 with under 10 minutes left Wednesday night. They kept their season alive, thanks in large part to 35 from Steph Curry. Not often you hear that someone wants to face Steph, but guess what? Dylan Brooks says he's not shying away from the matchup. Listen to this.
What is it about the Warriors for you that makes it you wanting to play them?
Steph and Draymond.
That's it.
That's it.
That's
and
enough,
Steve Curry.
With a straight face, too. I mean, Dylan Brooks does not play around. What will tonight prove for Curry and the Warriors if they can take care of the Suns, Perk?
Well, look, I'm to the point where when it comes to Steph Curry, I'm treating him like LeBron James. Every time he's able to bless us with his presence on the floor, I'm just appreciative. You know what I mean? And what we saw the other night against the Clippers just stamped even more what I've been saying over the last 2 years. He is the greatest point guard to ever play the game of basketball, in my eyes. What he did, handing out that 35-piece wing dinner on one leg, Steve Kerr must have lied to us, talking about minute restriction, because he looked healthy. And so I'm just in the appreciative mode of watching him, watching Draymond, one of the best offensive duos to ever do it. Win, lose, or draw tonight, I just love it when Steph is on this big stage.
Well, listen, I don't want to throw lose or draw into the equation. I want to see Steph Curry moving on. I want to see him 4 more games at the very, very least, because you just like Big Perk just said, the level of appreciation. I mean, we all sit here today, this morning and beyond, having nothing but the greatest appreciation for that level of greatness. To show up in the second half the way that he did, as Draymond once said about him, when the moment arrives, this brother shows up. He lives for it. This is what he's all about. Steve Kerr pounding on the table. This is what he does. Sure enough, that's what you come to expect. But let me tell you something. Devin Booker is no slouch. And against the Warriors in these games this year, in 3 games this year, he's averaged 33.7 on 50% shooting from the field. It's going to be real interesting to see what happens with Devin Booker tonight as well. I expect it to be a good game. But Steph Curry in the 3 games against the Suns this year, 23.5 points, again, 23.7 to be exact, 38% shooting, 34% from 3. You're going to need to be a little bit better than that to beat the Phoenix Suns tonight, in my estimation. I think it's going to be an interesting game, but let's not lie to the public. Most anybody that loves basketball outside of Phoenix is rooting for the Golden State Warriors for one reason and one reason only. It gives us more Steph Curry, the greatest shooter God has ever created.
That's what Steve Kerr said. Like, this is why he came back. For moments like this, right? Will they continue? The winner of tonight's game will have to face the Oklahoma City Thunder, and that is what Stephen A. said. We'll get to at least 4 more games out of them. But who's going to be the most important player tonight? In that last game for the Warriors, we saw Draymond have a good game against Kawhi, Al Horford, Steph, and then on the other side, we got the Phoenix Suns and their plethora of talent. So who do you think is going to be the most important player tonight?
Stephen A. just highlighted. I'm going with Devin Booker. Devin Booker. I mean, think about where they were last year, right? One of the biggest disappointments, the big 3 didn't work out with KD, Booker, and Bradley Beal. And all of a sudden this year, you get a trade, you get some young guys, and you got an opportunity to get into the postseason. If you're Devin Booker, this is the moment that you've been looking for. Yeah, he had a popular game last game, 22.7 for 17 from the field, but I need Devin Booker to be powerful. When all eyes, like Stephen A. said, is going to be on Steph Curry, what he's going to be doing, his greatness, it's a moment for Devin Booker to actually steal the damn spotlight.
You're not wrong. I'm just going to go a different direction. Just like I saw Al Horford hit 4 threes in the fourth quarter, one of the things that went widely unnoticed, believe it or not, is that Kristaps Porzingis had his best game as a Golden State Warrior. He came there, and, they acquired him In a possible 30 games, he only played 15, even though he averaged 16 in those 15 games. You know, he missed games due to illness, back, knee injuries, and all of this other stuff. But in the end, to be on the court the other night, to drop 20 points on 67% shooting, 3 of 6 from three-point range. If that Kristaps Porzingis shows up, I don't know how the Phoenix Suns win this game because the brother's over 7 feet too, okay? He can shoot the three, but he's also a formidable presence defensively if you try to score in the interior. He can block some shots. And not to mention the fact that it helps Draymond Green out a lot because you're not asking him to guard any oversized dudes. Not that Phoenix is going to have anybody to throw at you in that way. But to see Draymond Green play Hall of Fame caliber defense the way that he did the other night, to see Al Horford do what he did, to know what Steph Curry has done and is going to do, because in Game 5, he's had 5 play-in games in his career, and the brother averaging about 30 in them, okay? If Kristaps Porzingis gives you a similar performance, the Golden State Warriors will be facing the reigning defending NBA champion, Oklahoma City Thunder, in the first round.
Like, can we give extra fouls maybe to, like, Draymond and Dylan Brooks tonight, considering the defensive
end? For it all. You better believe that. It's going to be some smoke in there.
I mean, I know we want to see the shooters. You mentioned how good D-Book has been against the Warriors, how good Steph Curry can be. But on the defensive side of things, when you look at what Draymond can pose to the opposition, and look at this. Like, this is what we're going to have to see tonight.
But Shay, seriously, S.A., this is what the game been missing. Right, I don't want to see the jersey swaps. I don't want to see all that. I want to see guys going at it. I want to see refs having to break some stuff up. I want to see guys being instigators, not retaliators. Right, this is the moment. Let's be real. It's the play-in, but the play started.
Something very, very important to say. We don't want fighting and all that stuff. I know that's not what you're saying. But Dylan Brooks antagonizes you to try to get into your head. To the referees, let it go. Don't do what you did to Jaylen Brown when he showed up in San Antonio ready to go against Victor Wembanyama, and everybody and their mother is looking at he's a top 2 MVP candidate at the time. He's got back-to-back games scheduled against Wembanyama and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They were the top 3 candidates for the league MVP honors, and because he's arguing with a ref, even though he turned and walked away, another ref steps in and ejects him from the game. Don't do that to Dylan Brooks. If Dylan Brooks is going to try to irritate you, he's going to try to get into your head, he's going to try to antagonize you. And we all know that stuff in all likelihood ain't going to work against Steph Curry, but it's really, really nice to see somebody try something. Right. Let him try. Let him try, and let's witness Steph Curry show you how a champion and how greatness responds to such mind games. Leave that man alone. Let him do his thing. Let Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and all of them do their thing. Don't eject anybody.
Don't eject everyone. Just let them play. All right, we're looking forward to this one tonight. Again, the winner will play the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm sure we'll talk a ton about it on Monday. In the meantime, yesterday,